90 Day Fiance is masterful at getting viewers hooked on certain couples. You feel for the journey that they're making together, and, in most cases, you root for them to succeed. One of the show's many spin-offs is checking in on couples that the cameras haven't shown for a while. Sometimes, they have great news. Other times, you find that love has faded and they're no longer together. On this week's episode of 90 Day Fiance, What Now? Viewers caught up with Aleksandra and Joshua, and a lot has changed since their wedding day. Last March, we heard that announcement that 90 Day Fiance was launching yet another spin-off. 90 Day Fiance, What Now? Has a vague title. We get it, titles are hard, but it's all about catching up with couples who have appeared on 90 Day Fiance. Not every couple is ridiculous, we mean entertaining, enough to warrant being on 90 Day Fiance, happily ever after, with cameras following them around even after they get married. But that doesn't mean that they don't warrant an episode or two. You check in on them and see how they're doing. A lot of fans and viewers become attached to couples and want to follow up and see how they're doing. You want to see how they're doing as a married couple. You want to see if they have any kids. And you want to see how the person who isn't from the US is adapting to life in America. Catching up with Aleksandra and Josh is extra important because, after an alarming and shameful incident over the summer, Aleksandra decided to step back from social media. Possibly forever. Why did Aleksandra Yarovicova quit social media? Because a bunch of trolls saw her child's olive skin tone and decided that the child that she had with Josh, her husband, must really belong to someone else. She mentions that their baby has her mother's exact face, while she herself resembles one of her grandparents. This isn't uncommon. Recessive traits and RNA often mean that traits can skip generations. Traits like the shape of your nostrils or traits like your entire face and skin tone. There are also a number of European ethnicities in which people naturally have olive skin tones. Look at Nina Dobrev, who is Bulgarian, for just one example. Anyway, Aleksandra didn't want to put up with the hate and accusations, so she and Josh have resolved to give their daughter her privacy by not showing her face over social media. Or, even, on camera for 90 Day Fiance, What Now? So, as for Aleksandra and Josh and how they're doing now. If you'll recall, Aleksandra was a Russian party girl. Josh was a Mormon missionary on a mission trip. They met and fell in love. Josh had to wait until he was no longer working for the Church of LDS before he could actually ask her out. But he did, an entire year later. They dated, fell in love, got engaged, and got married. Which, yes, means that the Russian party girl and club dancer, Josh, was scandalized by the sorts of things that had been around her in her life. Remember that Mormons aren't allowed to drink alcohol, or caffeine, even, converted to Mormonism so that they could get married. Whether you're a person of faith or hold any other sincerely held beliefs, you know what a huge deal converting for someone else is. But a new faith and new church wasn't the only change in Aleksandra's life. She went from living the club life in cities to living in Omaha, and then living in a small town, waiting for Josh to be accepted to medical school. And Josh has reportedly still not started medical school, meaning that they are still living in the same small town. It can't be easy to give up your whole life and put your social life on hold while your husband pursues his dream. The main focus for both of them is their beautiful daughter, of course. From what the 90 Day Fiance, What Now? Cameras showed, the two of them are happy, but there seems to be some underlying tension. Josh wants to get into medical school, but, so far, he's been waitlisted. Aleksandra is impatient for his acceptance so that they can move to a place that isn't a dead quiet small town. At the moment, their lives are in limbo. Tension is to be expected. But you know what? They're doing way better than a lot of 90 Day Fiancé couples.